Donald Trump is shaking up Washington, and his Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is no exception. Everyone's talking about his big moves, cutting DEI programs, forcing the Pentagon to pass an audit, and even eyeing military deployments to the southern border. But there's one thing Hegseth is doing that's making a massive impact, and almost no one is talking about it. He's working out with the troops, everywhere he goes. It might sound simple, but don't underestimate the power of this move. It's sending a message, one that the US military desperately needs right now. A message of strength, of leadership, of toughness, and maybe, just maybe, of saving the military from its slow-motion recruitment disaster. Let's break it down. Hegseth's hard-hitting reforms aren't just policy, they're personal. Hegseth isn't just sitting behind a desk, rubber-stamping policies. He's waging a war on bureaucratic bloat and weakness inside the Department of Defense. His first target? Diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. The bloated, politically driven initiatives that have drained millions from the Pentagon's budget while doing nothing to enhance combat readiness. He's also cracking down on waste, demanding the Pentagon finally pass an audit after years of financial black holes. And he's pushing for a military presence at the southern border, arguing that America's armed forces should be securing America first. But let's be honest, big policy moves only go so far. The problems with our military run deeper than budget mismanagement and political distractions. As the younger generation might put it, it's about the vibes. Let's face it, a military that feels weak won't recruit warriors. For years, the United States military has been fighting a perception problem. Enlistment ads focus on inclusivity instead of toughness. Commanders spend more time in sensitivity training than in combat drills. And worst of all, young men, the backbone of any fighting force, aren't interested in signing up. Why? Because the military looks soft. Hegseth sees the problem and he's leading by example. Wherever he goes, he doesn't just shake hands and take photos, he's hitting the gym with the troops. Deadlifts in Germany, rucksack runs in Poland. Pull-ups and push-ups with the troops are mandatory on his calendar, right alongside his briefings. He's sweating, training, and showing the men and women in uniform that strength still matters. This isn't just a PR stunt, it's a signal. The United States military is about power, discipline, and warfighting, not bureaucracy, PowerPoints, and feel-good seminars. The timing couldn't be more urgent. The United States military is bleeding recruits. Let's break down the recruitment crisis by the numbers. In 2023, the Army missed its recruitment goal by 10,000 soldiers. The Navy fell 6,000 short of its target. The Air Force? 10,000 recruits behind its needs. The Marine Corps barely hit its numbers, only because they shrank their force size. And that's just the start of the problem. Even among the shrinking pool of young Americans who want to enlist, a shocking 77% aren't even eligible. Why? Because 1 in 3 young Americans is too fat to fight. Because drug use, mental health issues, and criminal records have skyrocketed, disqualifying hundreds of thousands of potential recruits. The military is no longer turning away young men for minor tattoos or bad knees. It's turning them away because too many can't even meet the bare minimum requirements of physical fitness. Hegseth isn't just working out for show. He's fighting a battle bigger than recruitment numbers. He's fighting to make America healthy again. The military can't function if it's full of out-of-shape, undisciplined soldiers, and the country can't defend itself if its people are too weak to serve. That's why Hegseth's workouts with the troops aren't just about showing leadership. They're about setting a new standard. If you want to wear the uniform, you have to earn it. Compare this to the left's approach to the recruitment crisis. Instead of strengthening the force, they've doubled down on woke initiatives, releasing enlistment ads about intersectionality, diverse family structures, and personal identity. In 2021, the Army even ran a cartoon recruitment ad about a soldier raised by 2 moms. How did that work out? Recruitment collapsed. But here's the good news. Change might already be working. In just the first quarter of 2025, the Army recruited 30,000 new soldiers, already halfway to its annual goal. That's 6,000 more recruits than the same period last year. Interest in elite combat roles, like Rangers and Special Forces, is ticking up again. It's still early, but the message is getting through. People want to serve in a military that values strength, discipline, and lethality. So here's the big question. Can Pete Hegseth's brash physical leadership turn around America's military recruitment crisis? Is working out with the troops just a small gesture, or does it send the exact message that our armed forces need? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you believe in a stronger, fitter, more lethal military, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to Veteran Spot for more hard-hitting news on America's military. Stay strong, stay sharp, stay ready.